Just put it down. Put it down. I don't want anything to happen. Don't please. I'm afraid. Just don't tell anyone. Hey, lesson 13, everyone, dividing with rational numbers. So like we said yesterday, the decimals. Yeah, wave goodbye, all right? We don't divide with the decimals, all right? We do with our fractions. Oh my, do we ever with our fractions. So that's what we're going to focus our attention on. Let's get into it here. Let's get ourselves a good one here. Here we go. Your turn. Let's make it our turn. So remember, dividing fractions. Well, we really don't actually divide. We actually multiply by the reciprocal. So if we look at question number, well, they're not labeled. All right, we look at the first question in line there. We multiply by the reciprocal. So we leave that first fraction alone. All right. We change it to a multiplication problem, and we flip that second fraction. Now, it doesn't matter if your negative symbol is with the 4 or with the 3, because it has no impact on it. Remember, that's all part of the number. It's the number that's negative. This is why I encourage you to take care of the sign right away. Right away, before I do the math work here. Is my answer positive or negative? And you say, that's right, negative. At least I'm assuming that's what you say. All right, and now I don't have to deal with the sign. Okay, I can use cross division, multiply across, and simplify. Looking at the 9 and the 4, nothing. Looking at the 4 and the 3, nothing. Multiply across, there's my 16, there's my 27. Remember, my answer is going to be negative. Voila, nothing to simplify by. I'm done. Let's move on. Let's skip the second one here. Let's jump to the third one that we've got. The whole idea, get it? The whole idea too. It's a whole number. Listen, didn't plan it, just happened, but wanted to bring it to your attention. So we're going to make it into a fraction. So the easiest way to make a whole number to a fraction is to slap a 1 underneath it. 2 wholes, 2 ones. All right, so now again, we multiply by the reciprocal. All right, I'm looking for cross division. None. Multiply across, people. Hello, 8/3. Sign-wise, they're both positive, which is why I didn't even address it at all. Remember, we're okay with improper fractions as long as there's no 1 to divide by. I can't divide an 8 and a 3 by the same person. So, we're done. Show's over. If you wanted to say you could take 2 groups out, 2 pieces left over, and tell me 2 2/3, not going to argue with you on that. All right, so let's get the ones that we're really after here, your mixed numbers. So if we go into rewind here, we need fractions. They're mixed numbers. So the fractions we can turn them into are improper fractions. So because of the improper fractions, that's where we multiply. 4 times 5 is 20, plus the 1, 21. Now you might be saying to yourself, whoa, that's a -5. Yeah, no. Remember, the number itself is negative. If I treat that as a -5 and say -20, and I add the 1 on, I say -19, I say -19/4, that's not the same number as 5 1/4. So again, yes, it's negative. It's going to come along for the ride, all right? But it is 21/4. If I simplify 21/4, I get 5 1/4. If I choose 19/4, I don't get that. So divide by. Again, we multiply, and then we end up adding. So 5 times 2 is that 10 plus the 2. There's your 12, so there's your 12/5. Don't get overly excited here and be like, oh, cross division. No. Sorry, I know it's a little aggressive. No, we can't. We can only do cross division when it's a multiplication problem. So that's what we're after in this particular situation. So let's rewrite it. -21/4 times 5/12. And, oh, man. There's no... Oh, do you see it? Do you see the cross division? The 21, the 12? Yeah, you can divide them both by 3. All right? So because we can divide them both by a 3, hey, I got a 7 and I've got a 4. Oh, that makes me happy that there's cross division. So I've got a 35, I've got a 16th, different signs, so my answer is negative, so it's a -35/16. 13ths that we have here. Told you to put it down. Let's do one more. I got to get out of here. All right. Both negative, so I know my answer is going to be positive. 12 ones to make it into an improper fraction. Multiply 8 times 1 is 8, plus the 5, 13, so a 13/8. Again, I'm not even going to bring my negative sign along because I don't want to mess it up. If you'd like to, that's fine. If you don't, then make sure, like, hey, you realize, hey, my answer is going to be negative, and I'm about to put my answer right there, and I don't want to lose that negative symbol. So organization, all right, that's kind of where we're after on it. So I flipped the fraction because we're taking the reciprocal of it. No cross division. Again, don't fall for the trap of that 12 and the 8 in the previous one. It has to be a multiplication problem in order to do that cross division. 12 times 8 is 96. 13 times 1 is 13. Yeah, so negative 96/13 is fine. Like I said, improper fractions are okay. All right, there's nothing wrong with that. All right, people, I got to get out of here. There's stuff I got to clean up. We'll see you later.